are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Evans comes in motion right. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
First, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield. It turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Patterson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Dancing to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Bucs at 2 and 10 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Stafford. Open man is Myers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's White. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got them into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Again, this is White.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A right side run with Patterson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it at the 15.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. 1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Room here to run. And he'll be out right at the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Stafford now to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw again on second down. Stafford being chased out left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To throw is Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. There's another example, another incompletion.
19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growth.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? In motion right is Evans. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be Falcon football. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Unlock line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll look to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Evans, the man in motion left. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stafford. And this
This is caught by Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Going right side is White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll run with Patterson.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Let's go now.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. Well, now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, Stafford here.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Slot man moves right. They go right back to White here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now it's Stafford.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. In motion goes the tight end. Gets the check down throw to White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down, here's White. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. White, he'll try the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to almost certainly win the football. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. This late in the 4th quarter, a field goal would have given them the lead. Why would they fake it there?
Seems like a really big gamble. Maybe a gamble that'll cost them a game, because I'm one that takes the points in that spot. Go ahead, kick the field goal, take the lead, and think that you can win the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Patterson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual, because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football, because this won't happen very often.
So for Atlanta, the win.